Supercell pays me money, and I think Clone Wars 2 is great.
It's an orange
Thank you
juice.
everyone that does use code OG. Every time you use the code, we get a small commission, and that is how Supercell pays me. I think Clone Wars 2 has great potential. We'll get into the flaws of the new Clone Wars later on in the video, so keep on watching. In the creator program, they offer perks like being able to submit videos into the inbox, sneak peeks with exclusive dev build access, and creator codes. As a creator in the Supercell program myself, the only thing I'm not really allowed to do is cover leaks that confirms that it's real or fake. Another thing that's really frowned upon is going to be clickbait. That's going to be deceiving you all with fake news, fake brawlers, fake units that just simply don't exist. I want to be very clear though. They have never paid me to say good things about their games. What I say about Clash Royale is genuinely how I feel about it because I truly think it's a great game. They don't have any contracts in place where I'm not allowed to say negative things. Negativity has a bigger impact on our brains than positive ones. It's hardwired as a survival mechanism. Did you burn your finger on the candle fire as a kid? Well then, fire bad. We tend to pay more attention to negative events than positive ones. So I like to focus on the positive things in my videos, and I'm blessed with such a great community supporting me. So I grew up in the 90s playing a lot of Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and PS1. And what we bought at the store was the final product. Consoles weren't connected to the internet.
Today, we're going to be hopping into the newest update that just came out inside of Clash Royale, which I
next update
No, for the update.
Clash Royale update drop.
Update.
The update
Sneak peek.
Update news that you guys need.
Whenever there's a content update with a new unit, new emotes, or new game mode, I'm grateful and excited for the free content. There were never content updates for games that I played growing up. Even in the early 2000s with games that were connected to the internet, it would still take years for any content updates. Diablo 1.09 and 1.10 took 2 years in between those two patches. That's just how it was back then. So from my perspective, seeing new content for Clash Royale genuinely excites me.
We are introducing you to the Clash Royale Touchdown Update stream. We're going to be showcasing this new game mode.
Back in 2017, when everyone had a lot of bad things to say about Touchdown, and at the time, everyone said that it was the biggest flop in Clash Royale history. But I personally thought it was one of the funnest modes to come out. If you don't like the mode, I get it. It may not be for you. But here's the thing. You weren't forced to play it if it wasn't fun for you. Was it overhyped? Maybe a little bit. And that's what caused the backlash. They weren't managing expectations and were telling everyone that it was going to be the biggest update in Clash Royale history at the time. I think the developers were just really excited about reinventing a new way to play the game. The Clash Royale team is a small group of gamers who truly have one goal in mind, and that's to make a good game that's going to last a long time. There's no psychologist that calculates the best way to spend your money, but there are personal shop offers that they try to entice you with. You can actually turn this off in the settings if you want to. They didn't make Clone Wars 2 with the single intent to generate more revenue by making level 13 gameplay mandatory. I believe they just wanted to encourage players to play different decks. People who have been using the same Expo deck since 2016 are burning out. But funny enough, Clone Wars 2 rippled the space-time of clans itself, and it seemed to cause even more burnout. More on that later on in the video. There's a lot of burnout from Clone Wars 2. It's convenient for anyone to say Supercell wants to make more money and therefore design players to spend more money in Clone Wars 2, but that's just not how they think, and that's not how you make money. It definitely wasn't their intention, even if it may seem that way from some Reddit posts. I've personally been to the headquarters, and these are the people just like you and me. They're gamers first. They love games, and they want this game to succeed. The primary business model they have is to make games that people want to play for a very long time. Make a fun game and revenue is going to come naturally. Unfortunately for Clone Wars 2, it's not that fun. When Clone Wars 2 came out, I was really excited, but slowly I realized it was really pay to win, and they removed the casual modes with tournament standard classic decks, draft mode, and 2v2 modes. They were super fun. Duels is just too competitive and way too pay to win. I wasn't gonna make this video until we saw the Coliseum. Well, lo and behold, when I found out it was just the same thing as Duels, but with 1,000 more gold per win, I honestly couldn't hide my disappointment. I was hoping that there's gonna be another mode or something else, but it was literally just duels. On one of my free-to-play accounts that I've had for 3 years, I have 2 max decks on there that I can use on ladder, which I have to play in Clan Wars, but because you can't reuse the same cards, I now only have 1 usable max deck. And with that 1 max deck, it's all fine, but after that first game, it's just instant losses. Failing in duels just starts to create anxiety because you're not performing and letting the clan down, and it just isn't fun anymore when you get outmatched. No one likes playing over-leveled players, therefore people play less. And if you don't have anxiety attacking, then you might not even be in a big clan, and you probably aren't even gonna get the rewards, which is another issue on its own. It's way too cutthroat. You need a highly active clan with a ton of players to complete the race. Thanks to my YouTube channel, we have an active clan and we always finish on the first day. But this leaves me with a different issue. I'll have literally 6 days of nothing to do. Whereas in Clan Wars 1, it was really casual. I could play collection day on the toilet and not stress about finishing the river race. The tempo of Clan Wars 2 is causing major burnout. I get really serious with my games to the point where my mom had to put fruits in front of me so that I didn't die, which is why I got into mobile gaming in the first place. You can play anywhere, anytime, but not with the river race. There's no opt-out, and if you didn't attack daily, it's going to hurt your clan. It's come to the point that good clan leaders are still trying their best to cross the finish line to ensure everyone can collect the rewards. I've seen firsthand a lot of leaders are telling their members to just enter those 4 matches, swipe up and quit the game so that they'll automatically lose and at least gain 50% of that fame. A lot of people, myself included, miss Clan Wars 1. It was casual and you didn't have to always participate, and it was fun modes that were constantly rotating and rotating. Bronze League, from my experience, is really unfair. You could match a level 10 versus a level 13 and it just sucks. Or if you're the level 13 and you stop the level 10, that's just not fun at all. They say that it's going to balance out over time, but I think that it should have worked properly on day 1. Duels are a really cool concept and the best part of Clan Wars 2. It feels like a superior version of Draft with the best of 3. I think this would have made a great addition to Clan Wars 1 modes, to be honest. My only gripe on this is that it takes way too long to build 4 decks. I just want to copy a few decks and be done with building them. What's even worse is that you can't build decks during the cooldown. If you did 1 attack, you literally have to wait 24 hours before you can free up those cards so you can build all 4 other decks. It's a nightmare. Personally, I've been using the same 4 decks that I built in the beginning that I copied. They can design deck sets where you can rotate the sets of decks and be able to copy sets from links you can find on websites or even your clan Discord. This way you can introduce a variety into clan battles without spending 20 minutes trying to develop a new set of 4 decks. I think it's just too much. Another issue with the reward system is that it severely punishes you in duels. If you get hard countered twice, you lose the entire duel and you can no longer duel for the day. You've got to use up 1v1 with your last 2 remaining decks. If you win 1 game and then you lose the next 2 games, the duel counts as 3 losses, even though you won that 1 game. That just feels extra bad. Conversely, if you lost 1 game but you won 2 games, that counts as 3 wins, which is a good feeling obviously, but only for the winner. I wish I were able to play boat battles. I never got a chance because we always crossed the finish line too fast. First world problems. It's a shame that there's a new mode and I haven't even played it yet. I played boat battles once and that was on my mini account when I had to hop clans to find a clan that didn't cross the finish line yet and there were no shields on the enemy boats. On my mini account, I'm conflicted whether to play duels to help my clan proceed forward or to attack other boats. You only have so many attacks. The community complained that the game was too pay to win, so they added more potential gold to earn in Clan Wars 2. Casual players who played for quests now would no longer see the rewards, as their casual clans could not cross the finish line, since the rewards are now all in Clan Wars. They literally got a boot of rewards. I think the best part of the journey isn't about being maxed out, but the sense of progression that you feel completing the quests. Well, mathematically speaking, Clan Wars 2 is the best way of progression this game has ever seen. It's just not feasible if you're not in a highly active clan with 40, 50 members and everyone's attacking to cross the finish line. Casual toilet warriors make up a large majority of the game, and quests were nice and easy to do during your poo. I think there are many things they can bring in the next update. I'm not a game designer, but I'm a gamer. And what I want to see is a revamp of the classic and grand challenges. It's potentially the best way to spend your money in the game if you can consistently hit 12 wins. I personally won over 200,000 cards in the grand challenges. The problem with the challenges is that it was invented 4 years ago, and now only pros are playing challenges, and it's impossible for any toilet warriors to even think about hitting 10 wins. Matchmaking is horrendous in challenges, and wait times are really long because there's only pro players that are queuing up in the matchmaking. I think that they can revive challenges by diversifying the pool, give players the power of progression, and hand out tokens, I don't know, weekly, every Friday or something. Maybe you get one challenge token or one challenge ticket. You can hold up to 3 tickets. But speaking about challenges, there are so many new challenges in the game, from sudden death to the bandit dash to the floor is healing. I would just love to have 20 deck slots to save one specific deck for that one specific challenge that only comes back every now and then. This would apply for competitive modes too, where you need a variety of archetypes for your deck slots. In 2018, I literally played the same clone spell deck because I was too lazy to build any other decks. It's such a small thing to change, but in my opinion, a huge quality of life improvement.
Let's go ahead and jump in to game number 1.
They've made a really big deal about 2v2 modes in CRL, and it's been proven to be a competitive mode. It's refreshing that it brings friends closer to the game, and it's really fun to be playing with someone in the same room with you. I think it would be an amazing thing to have a ladder mode for 2v2, but that's going to come with a lot of costs. You can't have 2v2 casual and 2v2 ladder. That's going to thin matchmaking a little too much, where you'd have 10-minute matchmaking times. You please the pros, but you punish the toilet warriors. This is a really complex issue that goes deeper than the pros on Twitter demanding a ladder mode for 2v2. There are a lot of players who have ladder anxiety and exclusively only play 2v2, so that there's no pressure to perform, and taking away party mode would be a bigger disaster than Clan Wars 2. I want to emphasize again that matchmaking is too thin to have 1v1 ladder, 2v2 ladder, and 2v2 party mode. I don't know what the fix is, but I'm just putting it out there. The best things that have happened in 2020 for Clash Royale were 7 times elixir mode, and believe it or not, 2 other mistakes. One mistake was the 1-card glitch. That was really refreshing, and it was a new way to play the game that was just pure bliss and buggy bliss. The other mistake was the bandit dash 2v2. The multiplier overlooked the 2v2, resulting in bandit chaos. In a sense, that was similar to 7 times elixir mode, where the game was just pure chaos. I want to see new ways to play this game. Challenges that are more than just whatever units that spawn behind a tower. Different ways could be maybe more bridges, or just completely different tower positions around the map, or just wacky modes with different tower properties. Maybe there's a flame princess tower that deals splash damage, so you can't bring swarm troops. Maybe the towers are expo and they just start attacking each other immediately. I just want to see new ways to play this game, not the same way to play duels 1v1, you know what I mean? With the tempo of Clan Wars 2, it forced the game into a strange direction, impacting smaller clans, creating kind of like a dominoes effect of the active players seeking larger clans, effectively destroying the glue that held these small clans together. Because these were the players that were elders and co-leaders that were really gathering everyone together as a community. I can look past the toxic, non-constructive posts saying Clan Wars 2 was trash, but what really saddens me is seeing a well thought out post on Reddit revealing that this player is saying their final goodbyes because their clan is dissolving, or that their love for their game is no more, because Clan Wars 2 just was a step in the wrong direction. From the bottom of my heart, I love this game, and even if it's on a decline, that does not mean that it's dying. People said that Clash of Clans and Pokemon Go was dead years ago. That's just toxic, unsubstantiated claims. Clash Royale is not dead. I think that they just need to focus on making the game fun, and everything else will come along. At the end of the day, I'm only going to be playing Clan Wars 2 to help my clan cross the finish line, and I'm blessed to have a really solid clan that crosses it on the first day. But then after that, from day 2 to 7, I literally don't touch Clan Wars, and I actually focus my energy on party mode and challenges, because I'm here to play a game to have fun.